Hi everyone, welcome to our channel trafinhealducate, and today's video we will see a brief introduction of what is Google Antigravity. If you are working on any project, then you must be hearing that Google has recently launched a product called Google Antigravity. So what I am showing here, let us first understand what is antigravity, right? So Google actually built an AI based IDE. So, what is an AI based IDE? Means whatever you do, there is a piece of AI involved in your development process. So, AI will be hand holding you, AI will be helping you, AI will be empowering you on all your programmatic tasks, and it will increase your efficiency to an extent that we cannot even imagine. So, it is an AI based integrated development environment, and when you will look at the UI of anti-gravity, it is, since it is forked from Visual Studio, that is why you don't have that learning curve of learning it from scratch. You already, if you are already using Visual Studio, then you must be familiar with most of the options that you will be encountering here. And it is an agent first ID. It means if you know what is an AI agent, so just for your brief introduction, an AI agent is a module which basically performs tasks on your behalf. If you give it a task, it will go ahead and generate the code for you. It will go ahead and review the code for you, right? And it will go and pull data from third party information, softwares or third party UIs or APIs for you, right? So it is basically performing most of the things for you. It is powered by a large language model or any kind of foundation model under the hood, and it is doing the work on your behalf, right? So let us quickly jump to the few features on the Google Anti-Gravity. So here I have opened Google Anti-Gravity. This is the initial screen. When you open here, you can see, as I said, this is created or forked out of the VS Code. That is why you will see most of the UI and options are actually similar. So in the left hand side, you see the same options like extensions, remote explorer, run and debug. You almost see all the options similar to VS Code. So there is nothing new. The On the right hand side, you see anti-gravity. Here you see there are two options, planning and fast, right? And there is an option called to select the model. So what it is basically, if you just open up any code base in this particular uh, we just like if you have already a working code, or you already have a code that you have already opened here, and if you go and write questions about that code base here, then it will go ahead and if you run it in the planning mode, what it will do, if it is, if it requires to make any changes to your code, right? So everything that the AI agent will do, it will basically plan the thing step by step, right? So like when you take up a task, you basically plan how you will do, right? What changes you will do first, which variables you will update, which function you will update, right? Similar to that, it will give a brief summary of what it is planning to do, right? And then it will take your consent whether you are okay for that change, and only if you accept that change, then only it will go and update your code. And there are many models that are allowed here, as you can see: Gemini models, Claude model, and uh, GPT-OSS model. So you can, if you have a high paid version, if you have a very paid version, then you will have even more options, and based on your convenience, you can choose which model to use. Now, as you can see here, there is an open agent manager. So when I click on this, I will be redirected to another window, and it looks something like this. So this is called agent manager. So agent manager means here, if you have if you this, so this basically, here you can see the same planning option is available, planning and fast, where planning will actually take your consent and take your permission whether to do it or not, and it will plan it. And if it is fast mode, it will not ask you, it will just simply go ahead and make the changes, and you have an option to select the model which you want to use. Okay. And this is a playground. So what is a playground? So playground is nothing but it is actually creating a workspace. So if you are familiar with Visual Studio Code, then you know what is a workspace, right? So it is basically the folder where your code is present. So here you can even open your workspace also, right? And you can, if you open your workspace, then you have the flexibility to ask questions about your code base. And if you don't open it, then you it will ask you, if you ask questions directly, then it will create a workspace for you, right? As simple as it is. So if I just simply go and ask, can you please help me with a Python code that will add two numbers along with unit test cases, then it will be helpful. Okay, so let us go ahead and ask this question and see how it is behaving. You can see it is starting agent. Okay, and if you click on open editor, no, this is not required, so it is agent is loading. Okay, so let us keep a tab on this. What exactly happens after this? See, it is now generating. Okay, so it could start an agent. So agent is nothing but a module which will go and make a call to this model, and then it will get the suggestions. Okay, then it is saying, see, I am starting a straightforward, then it is saying defining the strategy, right? It quickly went ahead and it is telling you what it is doing. It is planning, initializing a task list to create a Python script for adding numbers and in unit test cases. Then I have created a plan to add the Python script and unit test cases. Please review. It is asking you to review. And if you click on open, there is a implementation plan. So see, so I just clicked on that implementation plan, right? So here it is telling me everything, that there is a add number.py. You can see the content of it. Sorry, if I just click on proceed. So what happened is I am okay with the implementation plan. Since I approved it, then it is going and creating the files for me, add number.py and test add number.py. Then it is basically see, this is the method, right? It is taking two parameters, then it is returning the addition value, and it is so, and then it is again asking for review. Then I will, and it is generating the test cases also, right? So here means the whole goal of telling this is just a simple example, right? And this can run forever. If you want to build, if you have an architecture diagram, you can feed it to the agent manager and it will go ahead and generate the code for you. If you have a code base, then it will analyze it and it will explain you each and every piece of code, and it can help, it can go ahead and make the changes along with the marking, so you are aware of what is changing, right? So it is just like your pair programmer. So in our previous video, we saw there was a workspace and a playground where it got created a code base for me, right? So now here what I will show is, suppose you are new to a project, okay, and you don't know how the code base is working and you want to understand it, right? So here what I'm sharing, I have opened one of my workspace, and where a Python CDK based code is here. So CDK is nothing but similar to your cloud formation on AWS. It's just an alternative to your cloud formation, and you have ARM templates on Azure. So you or your Terraform code, right? So these codes are basically uh, a huge code which is actually going and provisioning multiple resources for you as part of one stack, right? So I just knew that okay, there is a cdk function and this is what it is creating. But I didn't know, I wanted to understand. So what I did is I went ahead and gave a input like, can you generate a mind map for me? What it did is it went ahead and created this beautiful diagram for me, right? So if you look at this diagram, you can easily understand that there is a cdk flow where there is a jenkins file, and from the jenkins file the cdk deploy is getting triggered. So I can simply go and open the jenkins file and it's very clear to me, right? Just like your cloud formation deploy command you run, or you run um, terraform commands to deploy your stack, right? So I am clear where the cdk deploy is happening. Then what my stack is actually containing, so it is clearly telling me that my stack is having one step function and one lambda function with five lambda functions, and a step function with multiple tasks, right? So how beautiful it is, right? So you can use it for reverse engineering also. Similar to this is not only limited to developers. This is helpful for full stack developers who is working on multiple technologies, right? So then that is when it becomes difficult to know each and every line of code and build the application. It is even helpful for vibe coding or project managers who want to just build a simple ui to demonstrate it to the leadership team and then get the approval and then do the brainstorming with the architects and the team, and come back with resolutions or the plannings, right? So it is helpful for everyone, right? So this is how you can leverage the power of anti-gravity, which is an ai based ide, again just to repeat, right, and an agentic first approach. So I hope you like this video, and please do subscribe to our channel trafinhealducate, where